I thought the hardest part of my life at that point was what I had kind of already gone through. You know, the punishment, the isolation, and just simply feeling like I didn't belong anywhere. But boy, was I wrong. Because just when things actually started to feel normal again, everything at home fell apart. After that year, life, you know, started to look okay again. I got some freedom back. I started going out more, and I started rebuilding pieces of my life. I got my first real job. I started talking to people more. I even met a girl that I actually liked. And for a minute, it felt like things were finally actually starting to turn around. Like maybe I was stepping into something better. But here's the truth that I didn't understand yet. Just because things look calm doesn't mean they are calm. Sometimes it's just playing with fire. You're just waiting for them to catch. I remember to this day, the day that everything changed. It didn't start with yelling, and it didn't start with some big moment. It started quietly. I walked into the house and something felt off. The kind of silence where you know something isn't right. Then I started to hear it. The voices upstairs. My mother was crying. That didn't happen. Not like that, at least. So I walked upstairs, not really knowing what it was that I was about to walk into. And when I got there, I was told something that didn't make sense to me at all. My mom had sat me down and told me that my sister had accused my stepdad of something serious, something that could honestly destroy a family. And I remember my immediate reaction in the moment was very adamant that it wasn't true. There was no hesitation, there was no confusion, just straight denial. Because in my mind, there was no way that could be real. But at the same time, I could see it on my mom's face. She didn't know what to believe either. And that's when everything shifted. Because now it just wasn't about right or wrong. It was about trust, family, and the possibility that everything I thought I knew might not be what it actually was. And after that, the house changed. Like, you could feel it. Nobody was relaxed anymore. Nobody was acting normal. Almost every room you walked into, there was a form of tension behind it. A lot of doors were closing and a lot of conversations were happening behind those closed doors. And there were a lot of questions that nobody had answers to. And then there I found myself quite literally stuck in the middle of it. Not knowing what was true, not knowing who to believe, but feeling the weight of it all anyway. And this time, I didn't shut down right away. This time, I got angry. Because when your life already feels unstable, and then something like that just gets dropped on top of all of it, it doesn't just confuse you, it changes you. And I didn't realize it at the time, but this moment, this was the beginning of something tremendously deeper for me. Not just confusion, not just anger, but a life direction that I was about to go in that would take me a long way away from who I was supposed to be. Some moments don't just affect you, they shift everything. The way you see people, the way you understand trust, and the way you react when things start falling apart. This was one of those moments for me. What started as confusion quickly turned into tension, anger, and questions that I didn't have answers to. And this was only the beginning. The full story goes much deeper than what can be said in one video. If you've ever gone through a situation that made you question everything around you, you'll understand the rest of this journey. You can find my story in the link of the bio. Until then, I'll see you next time.